Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. Okay, I want you to take a look at your phone. You see that screen? The one just filled with little squares, all those apps you tap on all day, every day? Well, get a good look, because their days are probably numbered. We are standing right on the edge of a massive, fundamental shift in how we use technology. And it all starts with replacing those apps with something else entirely.
And really, this slide says it all. This is the entire story in a nutshell. We're about to move from a world where we're endlessly tapping and swiping across dozens of separate apps to a future where you get pretty much everything done through a single intelligent conversation. It's a huge change, so let's dig in and break down how we're going to get from here to there.
So, first, where are we right now? Well, we're living in the world of apps. It's a digital ecosystem that we all know. And for all of its power, let's be honest, it's incredibly cluttered and, frankly, pretty disconnected.
I mean, just think about your own phone. You've got apps for talking to your friends, different apps for buying things, another one for your bank, a few for watching shows, a couple for booking flights. You get the picture. Each one of these is its own little island, right? A digital silo. And we, the users, we're the ones who have to act as the bridge, constantly jumping from one island to the next just to get one simple thing done.
But that's all about to change, because a brand new model is starting to emerge. And this is where it gets really exciting. We're talking about the rise of AI agents, and it represents a completely new way, a new paradigm for how we're going to interact with our digital lives.
The engine driving this whole revolution is something called agentic AI. And the keywords you need to remember here are reason, act, and learn. See, this isn't just another chatbot that can answer a question. Nope. This is a system that's designed to understand your actual goal, figure out a plan to achieve it, and then go out and do the things for you across all those different platforms.
Okay, so that's the billion-dollar question, isn't it? It's one thing to talk about definitions and cool-sounding tech terms, but what does this actually look like in the real world? Let's use a common example, one that I think we can all agree is often frustrating.
Yeah, planning a trip today is the perfect example of this app juggling I'm talking about. First, you open one app to find a flight, then you switch over to a hotel app trying to make sure the dates line up perfectly, then you pop over to a map app to see if that hotel is even in a good spot, and then you jump to a review app to see if it's any good. You basically become the project manager for your own vacation. It's tedious. The new approach just flips the entire script. Instead of you managing the whole process, you just state your goal. You just say, find me a flight and a well-rated hotel in downtown Tokyo for the first week of October and keep it under this budget. That's it. The agent does all that juggling for you.
And we're not just talking about one-off tasks here. This agent grows to become a true personal assistant. It learns that you always prefer a window seat. It remembers you like hotels with a gym. It even picks up on your communication style, learning that you use short, direct sentences. It's constantly adapting to become better and better at helping you specifically.
All right, but a shift this big is never, ever simple. With this incredible promise of convenience comes a set of very real and very serious risks, and these are things we absolutely have to think about.
So this future presents us with a pretty serious trade-off. The promise? It's undeniable. Way more efficiency, way less digital clutter, and a much more natural way to use technology. But the peril is just as real. You know, for an agent to be this helpful, it needs to know almost everything about you. And that raises these massive questions about privacy and data security. And what does it mean for us if we become completely dependent on these things?
So what is this all leading to? Let's paint a picture of the very near future. Because by 2030, the entire reason you own a smartphone could be completely different.
Here it is, the fundamental shift. The very idea of your phone being just a container, a little box for individual apps. That's fading away. That model is about to be replaced.
Instead, your phone becomes the portal. It's the single access point to your own personal AI that lives up in the cloud and just orchestrates your entire digital world for you. The piece of hardware in your hand is really just the microphone and the screen for a much, much more powerful intelligence. And make no mistake, this transformation goes way beyond just booking trips. It's poised to reshape the absolute pillars of our daily lives: how we work, how we shop, how we travel, and maybe even how we connect with the people that we care about.
So that brings us to the final and most critical question. The technology, it's coming. The convenience is going to be incredibly compelling. But when you think about the risks to our privacy, our data, and even our own autonomy, are we truly ready for it? It's something we're all going to have to decide. Thanks for watching.